Alright, Cancers. Um, I am going to do the water signs a little bit different. Um, my energy has not been the greatest, but I feel like it's best to do it in how I feel, um, which is not a normal. We have a huge energy shift, first of all. And then I believe today or tomorrow is a Taurus moon. So this is your relationship reading for the month of May. You know, you're already feeling tense when it comes to your energy. You're already feeling the energy. You know, you guys feel the moon in itself. You are connected with the moon. So I highly recommend find a sacred solitude place. You know, what comes to my mind is the Hermit card. And I feel like a lot of you really need to get into that mode. A lot of you have been tired, exhausted, feeling not yourself, which is reasonable. You know, there's a huge traumatic shift happening. And that has to do with the energies coming in. So I'm going to do all the water signs reading a little bit different, just because a lot of you guys have honestly been going through traumatic events. I'm not trying to make it out to be that just water signs are, you know, titled to this. It's just I feel like that's what the signs need this month, is they need something different. Instead of the other reading. So yeah, this is your relationship reading. I did it the old-fashioned way. I did break the cards, so I'm just gonna flip the cards, and you know, when I feel like I need to stop, or just in order, you know, this month, wherever I feel led, I just want to do it out of the ordinary, kind of go on intuition, and you know, see what goes there with the energies. Also too, if you feel like at point that, you know, being around loved ones, being around family is not a good idea, I know a lot of people have been feeling this in general, a lot of distractions trying to get you distracted from your goals, your ambitions. Do the best to kind of seclude yourself, because you really need that space, you really need that time alone to recharge from the world, so you can be your fullest best. But I warn you, a lot of people are already trying to get you off of what your course is about, so don't give in. I believe sometime soon this month also too, you know, Cancer is going to be in Mars, so you don't want to get into drama. Try to just mind in your own business. I know that can be kind of harsh for us Cancers, but we can take anything, right? Alright, that's where I feel stopped. Two of Cups in reverse. 10 of Cups in reverse. The Hierophant. 8 of Wands. 2 of Wands in reverse. 8 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. 5 of Swords in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. 4 of Wands in reverse. 8 of Cups. And then 7 of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck is the High Priestess in reverse. Alright, take a deep breath if you need to, if you've been feeling intense. Try to stay in the present now. Alright, Cancers, let's be real, alright? If nobody really understands you, I understand you fully. 2 of Cups. I feel like that has to do with ultimately partnerships right now. May not be imbalance of some kind. When it comes to your relationships, it's all about energy exchange. A lot of you have been feeling kind of intense pressures, intense changes, trying to force it through, trying to make a better life with you and a significant other. But I feel like ultimately your energy's been depleted. And that's not because you're over giving. That's because this huge energy wave coming in. 1 minute you have highs, 1 minute you have lows. So, like I said, do be careful of your energy this month, because you're going to need every ounce of it, I feel like. And then 10 of Wands in reverse. So, when it comes to, obligations, when it comes to partnerships, when it comes to family too, you've got to be extra diligently careful when it comes to your energy. And I feel like all you can do at the moment is rest. Honestly, all you can do is recompose, even if it's just closing your eyes for a few minutes. If you feel like you're out of order, your destructive thoughts, patterns, bad habits coming in from the past relationships, past situations. Try to seek time for yourself, to give to yourself at this moment. Then the Hierophant, all your foundations, institutions, marriage. So a lot of you Cancers have been, like I said, I don't really like to use the word karma, but it pretty much is going through this aspect that a lot of Cancers are feeling, where they're being on the spotlight. They're being on the timetable, where they're going to have to really step up when it comes to their relationships, when it comes to everything they believe in. Everything is going to be out in the open. As uncomfortable as it has been for a lot of the Cancers, it's may get a little bit more uncomfortable when you have to deal with people you don't want to deal with, when you have to deal with connections, partnerships you'd rather not deal with, people in general. So you have to make a safe place, whatever that is for you, whether it's in the shower, whether it's walking, in circles somewhere. Find your solitude this month. Your energy when it comes to your relationships, because I feel like in general Cancers are going through, I've heard a lot of it recently, where we're in a conscious state of mind when it comes to ending things, when it comes to just ending habits, when it comes to ending our thought patterns of everything karmic in the past, and it keeps bringing up. So I feel like with the Hierophant, it's indicating, your relationships are being on the spotlight. Now, what you do with these imbalances, what you do when it comes to your strongest connections and families, it's important to value them, take an inventory of what you hold value and hold respect and hold regard, but don't lose yourself in the process of it. 8 of Wands, so it's about communication, how you communicate, how you, a lot of us have been going through this transformation in our relationships where we want to communicate, whether it's uncomfortable, whether we feel unbalanced, whether it's questioning our beliefs, whether it's questioning our relationships. So do mind, these energies are strong. So if you're feeling like you just want to bail out, I don't feel like it's indicating to bail out. I think it's indicating to honestly speak up and be honest, be authentic. And I think a lot of us are coming into this place and space of time in the timeline where we're going to have to speak up. we're going to have to be our true, our authentic self, and how we come across in the world, how we speak. And cancers can sometimes be very toxic. And I just feel like some people are negative, some, manage it better than others. But I'm telling you, I'm already at that point in my relationship, just in general, where, I don't want to hide anything. And if you're a Cancer and you're hiding, you may be speaking truths that may hurt, But I feel like once you get it out, you clear the old energies, because a lot of the things that us Cancers have been going through, old, dead energies. And we want something better, we want something new, we want something that is potentially going to make us stable, because a lot of us haven't been stable. Then you have the Two of Wands. So I feel like this could indicate, you want to move forward in some aspect of your relationship, but I feel like what's the hiccup of it all is, how are you going to move forward? How are you going to overcome this hurdle when you communicate what you want in the relationship, how you want to expand the relationship? Whether it's coming across as bold as a lion or sharp, or I just feel like with the expansion card, you really don't know what you want to do. Like you're speaking it. I feel like you're speaking everything you believe, everything you want in the relationship, but at the same time, you're getting tongue-tied of what the heck to do, And then you got the Eight of Pentacles. So that's all about creativity, and I feel like there's been a lack. And, I had a really weird dream about, I was in the middle of, I don't know, a very kind of familiar place. And then I saw a flying eagle fly. And then I saw a dove descending to the earth, like coming down. And then I saw, a llama running around chasing. I was laughing. And then I pet its head. And then I said, Spirit, it's enough. Spirit, it's enough. Something like that. Because I was pretty much saying, I was seeing these signs from the universe. And I was like laughing and giggling, saying, Spirit, I think this is enough, But it's an indication, you're birthing something, whether it's you're pregnant or whether you're birthing an idea for some time, kind of like in the dark night of the soul, that type of vibe to it, where you want to present yourself in a way to the world and speak your truth, your authentic self, but at times it's kind of hard. You're blocking yourself. And I feel like once you do that and step out of that, is the Ace of Cups. New beginnings, new challenges. The universe is, gonna give you something in return for, all the hard work you've been trying to do for the past few years or century. The Ace of Cups, it could be a new love offer, could be, a new job, a new career, something that you've been trying to work on and manifest in your life. So your cup is running over. You may not see the progression now, but you will. Believe me, you will. And then you have the Five of Swords. So in order to move forward, in order to have this new beginning, there's things you need to cut out. And I'm at the point where I have dealt with some cancers myself. I haven't talked too much because it's really hard when I deal with other cancers like me. And some of them are not in the same mindset of me. And that's what I notice about, you can be the same sign, but you're really not in the same level. You're like in a different dimension, and you're like in a different way of thinking. And I feel like the Five of Swords indicating, cut the bullshit out, Cancers, we have been on this path for so long of wanting stability, wanting to create something that is ultimately going to give us success. But for whatever reason, we can't make up our mind on what we want to do with it, how we can start this new, business or this new completion of something. So the Five of Swords is cutting things, and I feel like a lot of you have been doing that, but there are still some that haven't, that are refusing to see the problems, that are refusing to speak their truth when it comes to how they want to manifest. And it's really hard. I'm just being real with you all. I'm a Cancer. I don't like it myself, but hey. Alright, Queen of Cups in reverse. So you could have been dealing with a Pisces, you could have been dealing with a Scorpio, you could have been dealing with a Cancer, of course. But I feel like that's an indication your emotions haven't been stable, especially when it comes to making decisions, especially when it comes to cutting things out. Sometimes we've got to take these swords and make the best of it. People aren't serving us to our highest good. It's time to cut it out. It's time to cut to the bullshit. You can't just hang on forever. And I feel like in my life there are things that maybe I put off. Maybe that's an indication, because we don't know what to do. And it's like a lot of people mock us for the way we think and stuff. Like I've experienced that. I was trying to reach out for someone to help me, and in turns, they pretty much cut me out. And that's probably that Pisces. That's probably that Scorpio that you've been dealing with. Some of you, not all of you. I know I personally have. And I've gotten to that point, honestly, if you can comprehend where I'm coming from, where, if someone does you an injustice, it's so easy to want to do the same damn thing they did. It's easy to want them to feel the same thing. And you know what? This is an air sign probably too. Don't want to get too personal, but I've dealt with some air signs in my life, and I gotta tell you, there's a few that I've dealt with recently that have got me backed up in a corner, and it's BS in my opinion. I'm not saying for all. Just air signs in general, where I felt like I couldn't speak my truth. I'm just being real with you all, okay? Where this air sign got me to the place where, it's a waste of time to talk to people who are going to treat you like crap. It honestly is, Cancer. I'm telling you, honest truth. I feel like there's been this competitions with water signs against water signs, and it's time to end. It really is. It's time to look at yourself and say, if they're going to treat me like that, they can be the fool. I'm not going to be the fool. And that's one thing I've learned. When other people treat you like crap, it's on them, honestly. If they want to diss you out of your life, or they want to diss you out of their life, then that's on them. They want to be the jackass, let them be the jackass. I'm just being real. I'm tired of the BS of life. Then you have the Four of Wands. So those could be relationships. They could be if you're in a marriage, just imbalances when it comes to relationships. I feel like Cancers have been stewing on this foundation of everything that they do not like, everything they are against. But yet we want to rise up. We want to rightfully be not on the spotlight. We rightfully want to take those swords away from everyone who has betrayed us, everyone that has cut those swords into our hearts. And I'm telling you, we have fought this battle when it comes to relationships, that people keep stabbing us in the back. People keep neglecting us, and people keep treating us like we're not there when we are. You know, they have no idea. I'm just being real. I need to quit because the time is running out, but I'm just being real. Let's speak the truth, you know? Yeah, you want to walk away from something that's not serving you well. I know some of other cancers, not me, but you know, it's not serving you right. These people. Then you have, you know, this is kind of a card of Pisces. You know, you've been up in cloud 9 thinking, do I want to walk away from certain people that are just pretty much cutting me out of their life? Or do I just want to stay in illusion of it? Like, it doesn't really matter when it does. When you damn right know what these people have done, and, you know, it's disgusting that they can't even see that when they walked away from you, you were left in wonder. You were left in, okay. I'm telling you, there are some people that don't really own up to what they've done to people. I know me personally, I have made so many mistakes in my life. It's not even funny. But if I have done you wrong, I will do my best to apologize. And some people are, you know, I'm telling you, some people are full of crap when they don't feel like that no one deserves them an apology, or they have this attitude, this egotistic attitude that nobody deserves an apology from me, and they're being a snob about it when damn right they do, you know. But I'm not gonna get into that. I want to, but I'm not. But yeah, people walked away out of your life and left you in countless of illusions to figure out these clues and these puzzles, like, why did they do this? Well, I'm telling you, Cancers, you know, if they're not going to be a part of your life, then that's on them. If people are going to stab you in the back and take your swords, well, it's time for you to take your swords that you rightfully own. It's your birthright, Cancers. It's your birthright to say, I am not going to allow this BS in my life. I'm going to stand up strong. Anyways, good luck for May. Just really try to stay grounded as much as possible, and try not to cause drama. Really try not to. Just try to stay in your own lane, per se, or mind your own business, Cancers, okay? Anyways, love you all. Bye.